Welcome to the Mirai Spanish app. This app contains a complete beginner-level Spanish course designed for English speakers all over the world. Mirai bases its language courses on three basic principles. First, language learning should be fun, stimulating, and enjoyable. Second, language instruction should be logical, well-paced, and consistent. Third, language instruction and learning should be goal-oriented, with the objective of making you, the learner, functionally proficient in actually speaking and understanding the Spanish language. First, here's Tania from Spain.
Hola, soy Tania, de España.
And George from Mexico.
Hola, soy Jorge de México.
And I'm Tom from England. Let's start Lesson 1.
Lección 1. A,
A,
B,
B,
C.
C.
Notice the difference between the Peninsular and Latin American pronunciations of the letter C.
D,
D,
E,
E,
F,
F,
G.
G.
Lesson 2.
Lección 2. A, E, I, O, U.
A, E, I.
Spanish has only 5 vowel sounds.
A, E, I, O, U.
A, E, I, O, U.
Lección 3.
In this lesson, we will look at Spanish syllables. To put it simply, a syllable is a unit of a word which groups together consonant and vowel sounds into a single beat. For instance, the English word together can be broken down into 3 syllables: to-ge-the. What's more, the word together has a stronger beat on its second syllable, to-ge-the. The Spanish for well, as in I'm feeling well, is
Bien.
Bien.
Here a weak vowel combines with a strong vowel to make a single syllable. The Spanish for language is
Idioma.
Idioma.
This word has 3 syllables, with the second syllable combining a consonant, a weak vowel, and a strong vowel. The Spanish for good is
Bueno.
Bueno.
Here a weak vowel combines with a strong vowel to make a single syllable.
Lección 4.
In the previous lesson, we looked at examples of syllables in Spanish. In this lesson, we will look at how the syllables are emphasized or stressed in words. One of the great things about Spanish is that it has very clear rules of pronunciation. Knowing these rules, when you see a Spanish word, you will know exactly how to pronounce it. Spanish words have exactly 1 stressed syllable. The nose rule tells us which syllable is stressed. The nose rule: if a word ends in an N, S, or vowel, then the syllable before last is stressed. If a word ends in any other letter, the last syllable is stressed. It's that simple. Let's use some words we have already learnt to illustrate the nose rule. The Spanish for guitar.
Guitarra.
Guitarra.
This word ends in a vowel, so by the nose rule, the syllable before last is stressed, which we have shown by capitalizing the stressed syllable. The Spanish for work or job is
Trabajo.
Trabajo.
This word ends in a vowel, so the syllable before last is stressed. The Spanish for exam is
Examen.
Examen.
This word ends in an N, so the syllable before last is stressed. In English, the plural form of guitar is guitars. Similarly, in Spanish, guitars is
Guitarras.
Guitarras.
This word ends in an S, so the syllable before last is stressed. Now the Spanish for city or town is
ciudad,
ciudad,
This word ends in a D, which is not a nose letter, that is, an N, an S, or a vowel, so the last syllable is stressed. The Spanish for around is
alrededor,
alrededor,
This word ends in an R, so the last syllable is stressed. The Spanish pronunciation of the country name Israel is
Israel,
Israel,
This word ends in an L, so the last syllable is stressed. Now we know how the nose rule works. There is a way to override the nose rule. The nose rule is overridden by using an explicit stress mark on a vowel in the word. This stress mark is called an accent. It is a short stroke that goes diagonally from the top, sloping down to the left. The syllable that contains the vowel with the accent is stressed, and this takes precedence over the nose rule. Let's look at some examples. The Spanish word for Saturday is
sábado,
sábado,
Here the first syllable is stressed due to the written accent rather than the second syllable. The Spanish word for Wednesday is
miércoles,
miércoles,
Here again the first syllable is stressed due to the written accent rather than the second syllable. Lesson 5.
lección 5,
In this lesson, we will look at words in Spanish that have a similar spelling and meaning to English words. In Spanish, there are many words that sound similar to English and have the same meaning. These words are called cognates. With them, we will be able to recognize many Spanish words. For example, Spanish words ending in "-thion" often have an English equivalent ending in "-tion". Pronunciation in Spanish is
pronunciación,
pronunciación,
Spanish words ending in "-enthia" often have a cognate in English ending in "-ence". Preference in Spanish is
preferencia,
preferencia.
Lesson 7.
Lección 7.
In this lesson, we will look at nouns and their gender in Spanish. Nouns are words that refer to places, people, things, ideas, and activities. For example, the words guitar, country, democracy, day, and football are all nouns. We can put the word the in front of most nouns, as in the guitar or the democracy. In Spanish, there are two words for the, depending on the so-called gender of the noun it goes with. Spanish has two noun genders, masculine and feminine. If the noun is masculine, the is,
el,
El,
and if the noun is feminine, the is.
la,
la,
For instance, the Spanish for the noun man is,
hombre,
hombre.
This noun has a masculine gender, so the man in Spanish is.
el hombre,
El hombre.
The Spanish word for the noun woman is,
mujer,
Mujer.
This noun has a feminine gender, so the woman in Spanish is.
la mujer,
La mujer.
Lesson 19.
Lección 19.
In this lesson, we will look at the verb in Spanish that expresses temporary state or location. Before we start, let's review the Spanish for I am,
soy,
and you are is.
Es.
Also, we know it is, as well as she is and he is.
es,
These all refer to the characteristics of a person or thing. For instance, you are tall.
Usted es alta.
I am French.
Soy francesa.
The car is fast.
El coche es rápido.
These refer to characteristics. Now, in Spanish, there is another verb for am, are, is, which refers to a person's or thing's current location, or the way a person feels or looks at the current time. That is, a temporary state. For example, Tanya is here,
Tania está aquí.
and you are over there.
Usted está allí.
So, for third person and polite second person singular pronouns, the temporary verb is
Está.
Está.